All right, so you dreamt of winning. What's next, right? So this video is for individuals who want to attain to maybe manifest more wealth, abundance, maybe through the lottery, through maybe the casinos, or you just have a desire to win at life, to win dreams. So let's talk about when you dream about the lottery. All right, so here's what's going on here. So we got to remember, all dreams are interpretations from a higher source, a higher dimension. So your dreams are messages. And these messages are coming from your higher self. For anyone who isn't familiar with what your higher self is, your higher self is the intuitive part of your mind that operates into a spiritual dimension. Spiritual basically means non-physical. So you have your real, what you call your perceived real self here in a 3D world where you can perceive, feel things through senses, touch, taste, etc. And then you have the spiritual, or what I call the etheric, or realm of you, the etheric, or we call a morphogenic field part. It's the imprint of the physical from the spiritual, which is very, very more powerful. So if you dream of winning the lottery, if you see these dreams, here's what people mess up and they don't understand. When they dream of winning and they see the numbers or they see they've won, if they don't see it happen in 1 month or 2 months, they give up. Let me show you something. If you get a dream that you're going to win the lottery, it's a done deal. It is a fruition from your subconscious higher mind. It's already done. You just haven't arrived at that particular timeline yet. So you have to continue to do the work. You know, there's stories of individuals. I was seeing the guy the other day. He dreamt numbers 20 years ago, right? He didn't stop playing. His dream came to fruition. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case for you, but what I'm saying to you is when you dream something, it's a sign that it's impending to happen. You have to stay with the course. You got to remember how reality works. There is no objective time dilation in your subconscious mind. It only sees the present moment. Time dilation occurs in the ego mind. So all our resistance is forced in the ego. Remember how your ego works. Observe your mind. The ego will observe what happens in your past and then monitors and tries to put a timeline on what will happen in what is called your future. If it doesn't match up or it doesn't meet the requirements of your ego, you get the nudge or you get the inclination or you get the mentality to give up, to stop, to forget about it, it's not working. And 90% of people do this. So what I want you to understand is dreams, when they come to you, they are messages from a higher dimension. They are interpretations, and especially if you're going to dream of winning the lottery, it means it's a done deal. It means that your subconscious and the conscious mind are friends. They become aligned now. That's what a dream is. So now you dreamt of winning, now what? This is the time for you to keep the inspiration going. This is a reminder. See, the dream is like a memory. You gotta understand, there's no difference between a dream and what's happening right now, according to your subconscious mind. To your ego or your conscious mind, yeah, there may be a slight difference, but to your subconscious mind, no difference at all. So when you dream something, it's really happening. So you have to propel the dream. So you have to use the dream as momentum and say, yes, I know it's going to happen. It's a great sign. It's my subconscious saying that I'm aligned. So what do? You start your visualization practice. You start to meditate more. You start to stay inspired. You maybe start to surround yourself with programs or anything that shows, you know, the lottery or anything that shows success. You start doing it. But you got to remember now, this is a dedication and a repetition. So I'm not here to tell you that, hey, I dreamed today, tomorrow you could win. It's possible, but every individual is different. Maybe for you, you may have a dream today, you could win tomorrow. You may have a dream today, it could be 5 years, 1 year. It just depends on your ability to release your resistance. So what is the resistance? The resistance is acknowledging or listening to your ego mind that creates doubt and tells you it's not possible. So one thing you must understand is that the conceptual mind, or what I call the ego mind, it cannot see beyond a certain limit. In other words, your mind only knows one thing: the past, condition, habitual habits of your pattern. Understand that? So when you see these things happening, when you get your dreams and you're manifesting and you see, oh man, it's going to happen, it's really going to happen. It's a fruition. It's something that is there to create and manifest for you. So now when you dream of winning, jump, be happy, rejoice. It's a sign that it's going to happen. And I'm sure you've all seen stories, you've read this, you've seen it all over the place, where individual will have a dream and they won. And to the mainstream science or even quantum physics, you can't explain this because the science is just too young. But we know it happens. So what does that show us? What does that tell us? What's the clue? It shows us that everything is interconnected in all these different dimensions, right? So when you dream something, you're pulling something in from what your mind may perceive as a future thing, but in actual reality, it's already happened. It's just a different, what we call a timeline. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it doesn't have to make sense to your mind, because we just have to come to accept the fact that our minds, the way our minds are built, our minds are created, some things we'll never be able to understand because it wasn't created for us to do that. In other words, you know, the brain wasn't created for us to perceive all these extrasensory things and tune into all these things. That's why it's in the subconscious. The brain primarily functions, as number one function of the mind is for survival. That's why you have these two eyes, your two ears, because it wants to perceive your external reality. So when it can perceive your external reality, it focuses more on that. That's why you have all these senses. So your brain don't really care about the etheric or the spiritual, but your subconscious mind does. But you have it, but you have to tap into that. So when you get the dream, it's a great sign. It means it's going to happen. If you dream of money, if you dream of success, if you dream of something impending to happen, it's a fruition. It's your, what I call your future self. And when I say the future self, I'm speaking about higher self. It's your higher self communicating to you and telling you, yes, what you've been asking for is going to happen. So I'm sending you a message in a dream to let you know that get ready to happen. Get ready could mean tomorrow, next week, could mean 1 year, 2 years, could be 5 years. But the point is, who cares? Time is irrelevant. You stay in the moment and the time will pass anyways, so you'll get to manifest it and be able to hold it, experience it, or, you know, whatever the mission or your desire or purpose is. So that's something that I want you to really, really tune into. So when you get dreams of winning big money or dreams of success or your business or something that you've been wanting, and you see a positive influence on the dream, it's a fruition. All right? So that's the main thing I want you to keep in mind. The dreams should incite you, should motivate you to let you know that yes, there is something beyond the physical, and I see it, because you're tuned in to your higher self, which can interpret and take directions and give it to you to help you manifest. You know, when I was winning or manifesting winning, I used to get a lot of dreams. I used to get dreams I'm winning all the time, and that's when I knew. So I accepted my dreams. Next thing, accept your dreams as truth. Don't let your ego talk you and say, it's just a dream, it probably won't happen. No, you gotta accept it. You gotta say, yes, I accept this dream to be truth. You bond with it. Now your subconscious mind says, now you know. You don't longer believe. Now you're in a state of knowing. When you know, you know. That's how you're gonna create it. So always keep that in mind. Anyone who have dreams of winning the lottery, it's going to happen. As long as you do what? As long as you stay the course. You continue with the repetition, the discipline. Create a budget. Don't spend all your money on it. Just know that you're going to win. It takes one ticket. So you create a budget, stick with your budget. You visualize, you keep your desires open. You keep resistance from your ego mind. And boom! The day you don't even recognize it, it happened for you. So always remember that we have conceptual reality and we have the etheric reality, which is the reality that brings things into this physical reality. That's the true nature of reality. You have access to that through your unconscious mind. And you tap into that, and you will see the glory. And now you know what to do when you dream of winning. You got it.